good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.
We're on to race number 5 now. That will jump at 14:50. It's over 1900 meters. Tab goals, score 6, score 8, score 10, MR 66 handicap. Current favorite is number 3, Safe Space, at around about 26-10. Remember, the show is recorded early, so there will be betting adjustments. The market rival is number 2, Fine Admiral, at around about 3-1. Now, if I'm playing a pick 6 on the day or any multiples, I'm going all into number 2, Fine Admiral, Sheldon. I do believe that 3-1 is a very, very good price. I'm going to be throwing this into all my multiples, and if I am taking a pick 6, I'm going to be bankering number 2, Fine Admiral. Now, this horse is slightly down in class, and that run on the 3rd of January was eye-catching for me. Did come from a barrier gate 10 and was narrowly beaten by Banzai Pipeline. So for me, this is a massive runner. It's got a massive draw swing around here on the poly track with Craig Zaki aboard, if you look at that last run on the 3rd of January. And if you really dig deep in the form line, this horse has run 2.25 lengths behind Ubuto, who races really well here on the poly track. And if you dig even deeper, this horse ran 1.5 lengths behind Money Heist. So healthy respect for the rest of the runners, but I'll be bankering number 2, Fine Admiral, in everything.
I'm with you. Yeah, I like 2 horses in the race, and number 2, Fine Admiral, is one of those, along with number 7, Wave Warrior, who I'll get to in a moment. You've touched on basically all the points I had about number 2, Fine Admiral. He's a horse who's racing off a competitive mark at this point in time. The only thing against him, he's yet to put his head in front on the poly, but his penultimate run he was narrowly beaten, so he does run on the poly, so there's no excuses why he can't win this race. And he's a horse that we're going to play around our exactors and our swingers. So number 2, Fine Admiral. Now, if you go back to that run on the 6th of August, which you alluded to behind Ibuto, you throw number 7, Wave Warrior. This finished also behind Ibuto, 3.9 lengths. Now gets the 1.5 kgs off for Rachel Venica. And number 7, Wave Warrior, had this been slightly shorter, up to a 1700, even a 1800, I would have been a little bit more confident. The 1900 meter trip might just stretch Wave Warrior a bit. They've been running over 1400s, the comeback efforts. But I think if given the right type of ride at around 8-1, I think this is a huge runner. 4 runs back, you mentioned that Ibuto run, and if you go even further back, finished 1.7 lengths behind Ibuto on the 24th of May over the 1600. So I think up to the mile, 1700, Wave Warrior is most effective. Does have the 2 wins on the poly, whereas Fine Admiral is looking for that first victory. So I think numbers 2 and 7, we can take some swingers and exactors there. Number 3, Safe Space. Very stiff last time out. I remember calling the race, and just when it looked overs, Richard Fourie was giving him every chance. Just for the penny, managed to oust him in a photo finish. They pushed him up 3 points for that short-haired second. So he's a little bit stiff, and Richard Fourie's now gotten to know him. And just looking at the comments, crop, shift, brushing. So he's a horse that does lug around a bit. So there's a little bit, 1 or 2 little concerns about Safe Space. And then you got a horse like number 4, Raven's Sword, and then even Bally Magic that you can give a mention to. But for us, numbers 2 and 7.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you, and if you follow numbers, which I do, my first 2 selections is numbers 2 and 7, so I like the fact that you touched on number 7. We're going to be going head on into the exactors here.
There we go. That's a look at race number 5. We'll be taking our chances. A little bit of value about number 7, Wave Warrior, and number 2, Fine Admiral. And who says you can't back 2 or 3 runners in a race? So maybe have a bet on the nose on both of them, and then play around these 2 individuals in race number 5.
The betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.